What's up, guys? Justin here with TheSketchUpEssentials.com. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how you can solve the issue of having multiple different tags on objects because you have nested groups and raw geometry in your SketchUp model. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. And so one of the issues that can be really frustrating when you're dealing with tagged objects in your model and toggling them on and off is sometimes, even though you have an object that's tagged with the tag that you want, right? So in this case, I've got my canopy tagged with architectural canopy. Sometimes objects inside of your model can accidentally get tagged to other tags, and it can get really tricky to fix, right? So in this case, notice how like my interior walls group, I have my walls tagged for interiors, but then I also have some other tags for like the raw geometry and stuff, and it's causing issues. Same with this canopy. If I toggle my 2D trees off, well, notice how an object inside of that model got tagged with 2D trees, and I'm going to show you a couple quick ways to fix this. And so one of the things I want you to understand is I want you to understand the way that tags are governed in your model. And so let's say, for example, that I have two boxes, right? So I'm going to create a box here. I'm going to create a box here like so, and we're going to put these in a group. So if I tag these with boxes, right? Then, so I'm just going to add the tag for boxes, and I'm going to toggle this on and off. Notice how everything that's inside of that group is on the boxes tag. And so one of the things that can happen though is those individual objects that are on the inside can get tagged with their own tag as well. So let's say I had a second one, which is box-in group right here. So if I tag this box with box in group, notice how I can toggle that on and off, right? And this is an area where the outliner can be helpful because it allows you to kind of like look at the nesting that's in here, and you can kind of see the grouping visually. But what happens a lot of the time is things can get tagged with the wrong thing when they put in a group, and then you have things turning on and off when you don't want them to. Now, this can be kind of hard to track down without you having to go through and click on a whole bunch of individual objects to check the tags, right? But a good way to do this is you can actually, inside of your tags menu, use the option for color by tag. So what color by tag is going to do is it's going to color every object in your model based on the tag that they have applied to them. And if you have a tag applied to a group and then another tag applied further down inside of the grouping or the nesting of the object, the stuff that's deeper in is going to govern when it comes to the colors, right? So in this case, our canopies tag, if you look at this, right, architectural canopy should have a purple look to it. But if we look at this object, we can see, okay, this actually has a green tag to it or a green color to it. Well, that indicates to us that this has another tag applied to it. Well, then I can double click in here and I can find this and I can shift this back to untagged like so. And you can see how now this object is purple, right? And you can also see that our little tabs in here for our canopy are this brown color. Well, that means that they've accidentally gotten tagged to this wall's interior tag right here, right? But all I have to do is just double click in here and go pick up that object and remove that wall's interior tag like so. And then if you look at a couple of these bolts, you can visually see that those have an additional tag that you don't want, right? They accidentally got tagged to these architectural windows, which is not something that we want. So we're just going to take those and shift them to untagged as well. Well, now that means that everything in my canopies tag is tagged with canopy, and you're not going to have these randomly toggling on and off when you mess around with this like this. Now, one of the other things that can happen, and this is something that's really important, by the way, so it is typically not recommended to apply tags to raw geometry in your model, right? And the reason why is because that can get really tricky to track down, right? Because if you accidentally have different raw geometry tagged in here and you start toggling things on and off, you can just be like tracking down raw geometry and trying to untag it a bunch, and it can just create a whole bunch of additional work, right? So What's recommended instead is when you're dealing with tags like these, first of all, never tag that raw geometry. And you could come in here and you could find all of that raw geometry using the color by tag in here, and you could put it on an untagged. But if you have a ton of raw geometry in here, right? So I have another interior wall over here that accidentally got tagged to the floors. That can be a little bit problematic. And what I recommend in this situation is actually using an extension. And there's actually two extensions you can use for this. The first can be found in SketchUpEssentials in the plugin store, and it's called Default Layer Geometry. So if you go into your SketchUpEssentials plugin store, if you have that installed, if not, you can go to SketchUpEssentials website and open this up. But if you go to the extension store, and this is a free extension, you can register for free and go find this. And we want to search for Default Layer Geometry. Note that this is an older extension, meaning there's nothing in here called default tag geometry. This extension is just from before the word layers got changed to tags over here in your outliner. But when you install this, what this does is this allows you to select a group of geometry like so, and you can run default tag geometry. And you can see what that's going to do is that's going to take everything in your selection and it's going to place it, or it's going to remove all of the tags from the raw geometry inside your model. So instead of having to go in and find a whole bunch of lines and edges and things like that, you can just run this and it'll remove it. This is also contained inside of the cleanup extension from TomTom, which you can find in the extension warehouse. So if you look for cleanup right here, it's cleanup 3. And this extension does a bunch of other things too, like helps you repair split edges and do a whole bunch of other cleanup. But in this case, if you run cleanup, there's an option in here for geometry to layer 0. So what that means is if you select this, it's going to take all of the geometry in the object that you have selected, and it's going to move that raw geometry to untagged, right? Untagged is the same as layer 0. That's just what it used to be. But now it's called untagged. So that's two options for getting your raw geometry back to untagged, so you don't have the issue of things randomly turning on and off in your model. All right, so that's where I'm going to end this video. Hopefully this was helpful to you. At some point, you'll probably struggle with this if you're tagging things in your model. But I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Do you use this trick or other tricks to manage your tags? As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.